I liked all their pictures.
Oh my God. Miss Pancras came onto our boxes.
Yeah, you got some kid drew some no signs.
Yeah, Deborah was on the bus, Miss Pancras.
All right, so once you've completed the warm up, let's get
I was
to
singing Sweet Dreams.
the marigolds. And your packets are up here. They are in order. By the letter of your group. And then you can put them back up there when you're done, and I'll try to get them back in order for next time.
Mr. Dayton, you clean?
Yeah.
The scientific name for spiders.
3, 4, 5.
Why is my Chromebook filled with earwax? It's like dunking it. I don't want to know what it is.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
The animal has eggs that are trapped inside the body. Thank you.
Would you have no?
Yes, but I don't want to.
Aiden's here. No Sebastian today?
No, he said it would be gone on Friday.
I know, but he's not marked absent, which means he didn't call in and let the
I have
people
already
know.
told you, but he's not even in the class.
Oh, you guys and people and
With
such.
us, we're literally the best class you have.
Do I have a problem? No, I don't. I rarely have problems with you.
I watched some people that I think they like rock crack and they jumped out. And they were just sitting there and all of a sudden they just like jumped up. That was the best part. Watch them.
See,
I worked a lot.
Did you?
I gotta go pyramids to let us live.
Austin, I went to the zoo this weekend and I was so disappointed. I only saw one monkey. I'm so disappointed. I always try to see one monkey when I was there.
Yeah,
Did you call it in?
All right, got until 9 o'clock.
We went to Flea Farm and their marigolds are a lot bigger.
Are
Well, I wonder why.
Well, obviously.
This is like,
What happened at your house?
Where'd you see it? Greenhouse? Oh, the boy.
Yeah.
They must have planned earlier. Wake up at.
Stayed in the plumber bag. Why did you become a plumber?
what problem?
Can we just estimate our leaves?
No, I told you not to count every single leaf. Now you got into that. Yeah, sorry. What is
Bennett,
it?
You don't
you gotta measure how
I
big
told
your
you
floor
not to
is.
count every single leaf. I told you not to. Remember at the beginning when I said, count the large leaves, not every single leaf.
I really don't. I did.
The thing is, I don't.
Counted every individual leaf.
I had
Now
about 4.
there you go.
I had about 4 now, all of a sudden I got 26.
I just count the leaves.
That's exactly what you do.
I'm just trying to think about it.
Like you do this. This is 6, 7. This is 7, 14.
I took the one off.
36.
You did the same before.
What's it? 10?
Anywhere.
To the 10th of May.
No job.
You don't know how to do it.
It's divided by 6.
Yeah, you know what it's like.
Yes.
I've been doing it the whole time.
Are you sure about that, Chuckles?
I guess it's
Such a liar.
this guy.
Mr. Davis, I had 16. R.I.P.
Rip in
Got
pieces.
a bunch down here.
No, if someone was cremated, technically they're in pieces.
Right there, right here. Easy, problem solved.
Woohoo!
16.
Yesterday.
What up?
So you go, and there's 10 leaves there.
Ben is such a good father.
He's a floor.
Hey. Must say.
You gotta
Good job.
That's fine. This guy's a boy. I don't know, but I think we're losing. This guy's a
A and then 0. You cross Mr. Mammals water.
Yeah, let's go.
Keegan. He's dead.
Now I gotta feel them alone.
Is another variable growing? I think we have an extra thing growing. Whatever happened to Alex?
Last quarantine.
Oh.
When they called yesterday and they said, have Alex come down with all of his stuff. Every single time. I go down with all your stuff. Get out of here, your clothes hurts. Yeah. I never want to see you back here.
I think there's a song that it goes. Walleyes
7, 12, too early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take my property.
We're all
Alright, trying to wrap it up within 30 minutes here if possible.
I still got.
I got rid of all of our
Hey, Buster. Yesterday, awesome. Yeah. How much I had in the morning. For some reason, my desk was
Okay.
wrong.
This is what I have to say.
In the morning.
Oh, here, what do you got for measurements?
Like, you might not have to. You want it, make it. Like,
The only way you get what you want is you take it. It's just like Austin, a wise man once said, never go shopping.
There you go.
It's the smartest advice you can get from some old man with donkey feet.
What?
I'm talking to my friend Preston.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry, Preston, I didn't mean to offend you. Nay. I'm just having a talk about the Jared Leto character because
Just like you. My thing keeps freezing.
dogs don't feel the superior pet to the cat.
Are you done yet? Or you're still coming, bummer man?
Yeah, that's my new name.
Huh?
That's my
I'd love to like grab him just by the neck.
You want me to call you Purple the Plum? Purple the Plum. Or about the
Hands
builder?
are 2021.
Oh, I already got
Purple the Plum. like that name?
Yeah.
It's not like that, it's like a 5-year-old would write it, and so we just go with that.
Oh, all right. So keep moving. Did you measure anything, Austin?
Austin just sitting over there. Well, how was your day today so far?
Horrible. Okay.
I hope so.
Google, why'd you copy my
All right. It is 9 o'clock. If you are not done, you must work quietly. That means not speaking. The rest of you are in your seats with Chromebooks closed, like Thomas doing a great job, Sherlyn, Maddie, Denver doing a great job. The rest of you are working quietly. Okay? The rest of you are working quietly.
Sorry.
Ready?
Very quiet.
Oh, we're doing mammals now? Let's go, baby.
Quietly. So, all right, Liv, go ahead. Tell me, what week of school are we on? So, some of you missed the part where I said you're working quietly, okay? And missed the part where I said working. So it's not just social hour. Some of you are still missing that part. Thank you. Okay. All right. What week of school are we on, Liv? The 35th week of school. Crazy.
And we're almost
Alright.
done.
We're almost done.
Hey, I'm almost done.
How many weeks are left?
Just you wait. Just you wait. All right. So today, here's our weekly outline. Measuring Marigolds. We're going to take notes on mammals. We'll do a textbook assignment about mammals. And then we'll not hand out the fetal pig dissection guide. We're going to hand that out tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have a PBIS lesson, but we will begin the hour in 8:02. We will begin the external dissection of a fetal pig. And then Mr. Mondell will come in for the last 25-ish minutes or so and give us a PBIS lesson.
Oh, we can't dissect the whole thing of a pig.
Wednesday, of course, is a virtual learning day. Complete the textbook assignment. I emailed like a boatload of you guys. So some of you need to become, well, we talk about this.
Smarter.
No, just check your email all the time. Some of you, Phil sent you an email. Hey, because you didn't do the textbook assignment quiz. So, you can't say, oh, I didn't know about that. Yes, I warned you about it for weeks in advance. Yes, I emailed you the day to do it. Then I emailed you a week after that, hey, I haven't gotten this from you. So at this point, if you haven't turned it in, you've been warned, you were informed on the day of, and you've been informed that you didn't turn it in a week later. You know, okay? And you are knowingly receiving an NE. Is everyone clear on that? Okay,
Yes.
NE, if you have an NE in one target, you cannot get an A in this class, just FYI. Everybody with me here? Everybody with me here? NEs do a lot to hurt your grade. It's a 0. Okay.
Can I shoot one of our boards on Dayton?
All right, now, so again, textbook assignment is on Wednesday. Just do your textbook assignments. Very simple. Takes you 15 minutes. You can listen to me read it. All right, Thursday we'll do the internal dissection of the fetal pig. That'll take the entire hour. Friday we will measure our marigolds again. So we're only measuring on Monday and Friday this week. So kind of a little bit of a break. And we'll finish the internal dissection and we'll remove the nervous system of a fetal pig for extra credit. The nervous system, what we want you to remove is the brain. If you and your partner remove the brain with no nicks, no cuts, no scratches, it comes out in one piece, comes out whole, you will get plus 25 points on your test, which is next week, Tuesday. So not next week, Monday.
You gotta let me
Next week,
slay this
Tuesday.
sucker.
So, if you get it out, but you nick it up a little bit, or it doesn't come out super cleanly, you get plus 15. If you completely screw it up and it gets,
plus 5.
if you at least try, you get plus 2. You get plus 2.
Ew.
Yep.
Oh, plus can I shoot one of our boards?
No.
When I get it? Oh man.
No.
Yeah, I said the brain out of pumpkin.
No.
Did you measure marigolds today?
Partly.
No.
You're not
So it's
cooking it.
cancel your pre-order.
You're kind of behind the eight ball right now. Okay, we'll have to do it for you at the end of the hour. Okay, so there we go. That's that for the week. Then today's warm. Oh my gosh, this computer is.
How long is the test? How many questions?
Smash
long?
it,
About-
Mr. Bring your baseball bat and
Depends.
smash
It's between like 4 to 7 hours.
No. No.
What?
It's not 4 to 7 hours.
The test?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how like much you study.
Mr. Dane,
4
go
to
bring your
7.
baseball bat and smash it.
No. Can you
So if I get
pull
the
your mouse
plus
up a little?
25
Thank you.
points, can I get the rest of the quiz wrong? Or like,
No.
okay.
All right, National Clean Your Room Day today. So go home and
I
clean your
already
room.
did
you
Let's clean
savage.
this room.
All right, and here's our targets: 3, 4, 5, and 8.
I couldn't read it. So I got
Couldn't read what?
Targets.
I don't know how. You're a really good reader. What does the word ovoviviparous mean?
They have
Eli, go ahead.
The animal has eggs that hatch inside its body and it crawls out.
Yes, sir. The top definition, the first definition, that would be oviparous. The third definition, the animal gives live birth, that'd be viviparous. This one's kind of a combination of both. It's ovoviviparous. Okay? Ovoviviparous. All right, crocodiles and alligators are in the same reptile order. True or false?
True.
Everyone says.
I got long. True.
Okay. What was your favorite part about the weekend?
I got
I
to see
worked.
monkeys.
I went fishing on Mother's Day.
Oh my god.
All my kids, I said I was
Oh my goodness. Like, is everybody else's computer super slow?
No, it's just you.
Mine isn't even connected to the Wi-Fi.
It's just you.
Computer, I mean.
All right, so there you have it. That's the warm up. What I need you to do is get out the textbook below you, get out a pencil and your notebook, and start labeling. It is page, ooh, what page should I say it was?
You like what?
Yeah. Okay, find one from a different desk. Thank you for following directions, Aaron, Olivia, Ava. I feel like we're back in kindergarten. Thank you guys for following directions. AKA everybody else, get moving. Like, this computer is comically slow. Comically slow.
Yeah,
I'd say it's
Not by much.
and the waves were like 6 feet high.
242.
And we were in the
Chuckles, maybe you're bad at reading. You found it. Good job, Chuckles. You got it, really.
There's the tree inside my high school.
42.
Oh, bro, no.
Yes. Notebook. Write your name. Write pages 242 and 243. Write questions 1 through 7 on your notebook. In your notebook. Whatever.
That's a big dough. Sugar.
So cute.
Okay. Here we are. 242. What are mammals? We're moving on from reptiles.
Yay.
We've done fish, amphibians, reptiles. We are going on to mammals now, and we'll get to birds following this. The 5 classes of vertebrates.
So now we only have 2
I'm
more
scared
tabs.
of birds.
Are you? Okay, here's our key terms, everybody. Mammary gland, a gland that produces milk in female mammals. Mammary gland, all female mammals have mammary glands. Monotreme is a mammal that lays eggs. Yes, there are mammals that lay eggs. Not very many, but there are some. We have marsupial. Marsupial is a mammal whose young develops in the pouch,
Like a kangaroo.
like a kangaroo. And then we have placenta. This is a structure through which materials are exchanged between the mother and the developing embryo.
Oh, so it's like
We- What? It's like what?
What?
Borrowing? Sure.
Borrowing.
Yeah, placenta. Okay. Conquerors of the Earth is the first section. Anybody want to read? Anyone feel like showing off their reading voice?
Hold on, you got there.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll do
You
it.
sound like a librarian.
I'll do it.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Conquerors of the Earth. More than 250 million years ago,
oh, wow.
animals called theraspids roamed the Earth. Fossils show this animal had characteristics of reptiles and mammals. Some biologists infer that all modern mammals came from theraspids. When the dinosaurs became extinct, early mammals no longer had to compete with them for food and living space. The mammals adapted to the new environment and reproduced. Today, mammals are one of the most successful groups of animals on Earth. What's that? Not always.
What?
Thanks, person.
Why did mammals survive after dinosaurs died out?
Because they got fur.
No, because they didn't have to.
Didn't have to compete with them. There you go. Competition. Very good. Anybody else feel like showing off the reading voice? Oh, Cole, let's hear from you. Characteristics of mammals.
Mammals are a class of vertebrates that include humans and most of the best known large animals. Mammals are endothermic because they are warm-blooded. Mammals can live almost anywhere. They live on the plains, in forests, in deserts, and in swamps. Some live in oceans, and a few live in fire.
All right, very good. So they are endothermic. What does that mean? Somebody raise their hand. Tell me. Go ahead.
Like they adapt to when it gets cold.
Sure. What else does it mean?
So it stays warm.
They are
Warm-blooded.
warm-blooded. We are warm-blooded, right? Your body temperature stays at a constant no matter the surroundings, okay? And it allows you to live almost anywhere, like they said, okay? We don't have to sit in the sun to warm our internal body temperature.
Oh, why are you putting me outside?
All right. Besides being endothermic, mammals have the following characteristics. Anyone want to read about those characteristics? Denver,
Mammals can. Oh wait.
right here.
Mammals have body hair. The body hair provides insulation that helps keep the body heat from escaping.
Very good. You have hair. Okay. All mammals have hair. Yeah, go ahead.
Mammals have a four-chambered heart. Mammals have specialized teeth to help them chew their food. Most mammals have 4 different types of teeth.
Okay, very good. So let's start with the second bullet point. Mammals have a 4-chambered heart. Okay. 4-chambered heart. We have 2 atria and 2 ventricles. It allows you to efficiently pump blood to your body and from your body, to the lungs, to your body. Then specialized teeth. So if we look at the picture below here, you have obviously a tiger. Yeah, you can really see those specialized teeth. What do you think those specialized teeth are for? Chewing through meat, ripping, tearing, right? Chewing through tough meat.
It's not 14 teeth.
Whereas we don't necessarily have that kind of specialized teeth, but we do have some canine teeth that help with that. Let's move. Oh, I forgot to mark somebody absent. Oops. It is so slow. It is slower than anything I've ever seen.
Have you seen Denver?
Oh.
Slower than hell.
Yeah, I went to the fence and then we got the.
I mean,
All right. Now, here's another important part. Most mammals have a highly developed brain and nervous system. Female mammals nurse their young with milk. The milk is produced by mammary glands. Okay, so those are the characteristics of mammals. Fur, mammary glands, highly developed brain and intelligence. 4-chambered heart, and specialized teeth. Okay, we can talk about kinds of mammals. Anybody want to take a hack at this? Go ahead, Carson.
Kinds of mammals. There are over 4,600 species of mammals. They're sometimes grouped according to how they give birth to their young. There are 3 basic mammal groups. One group is made up of egg-laying mammals, or monotremes.
Monotremes.
Okay. There are only 3 kinds of animals in this group. These are the duckbill platypus and 2 types of spiny anteaters in these animals. The young develop in an egg surrounded by a shell.
Perfect. So there you have it. There are 3 mammals that lay eggs exclusively. That is, here's the platypus, right? It's got fur or hair, and it lays eggs. Kind of weird. And we have the spiny anteater and the echidna. I'll about that later. I don't know. Anybody want to read about these? Cole, just knocking it out of the park. Go for it.
Second mammal group is the pouch mammal, or marsupials. Marsupials, the young are born at a very early stage of development. They then crawl into a pouch or pocket on the belly of the mother. They remain in the pouch until they are big enough to survive on their own. Kangaroos, opossums, and koalas are pouch mammals.
Very good. Marsupials, pouches. Kangaroos, probably the ones that are most obviously coming to your mind. But also opossums, koalas, wallabies, wombats.
Possums are evil. They're like crazy.
Yeah, they're not everybody's favorite animal, I'll say that, but they're.
And they smell so bad. Like my dad catches them, like because they go in our barns. He has to catch them, and then you have to like drive them like 30 minutes away.
Why don't you just shoot it?
He shot them.
Anyway.
But they smell so bad.
Yeah, they're not everybody's favorite animal. But, you know, they are an example of a marsupial. The third and largest group of mammals is the placental mammals. In these animals, a special structure called the placenta develops in the female during pregnancy. The placenta is a structure through which materials are exchanged between the mother and the developing embryo. Woohoo! And then we finish with this sentence: dogs, cats, cattle, seals, whales, bats, apical mammals.
Monkeys?
I dropped that mama on his back.
What do you mean? Monkeys?
Of all things to be concerned about, you're concerned about his monkey.
His monkey obsession.
Yeah, man, me too. That's like way on the bottom of my list.
I'm more
He's concerned about not
I'm more concerned about his TikTok channel.
Yeah, monkeys.
All right, here we go. All right, so
He does not want to repeat something.
let's go into the questions here, and I'm giving you free answers. So if you are not writing these down, it's out of sheer laziness. So Aiden, notebook out, dude, please. Awesome. You can read the first one. Number 1. Go ahead, Jaden.
Mammals have hair on their body.
Mammals have hair on their bodies. Very good. Write this in complete sentences, please. Mammals have hair on their bodies. Mammals have hair on their bodies. Yes, even whales and dolphins.
Didn't they think of dolphins?
You thought wrong. Yeah. Oh, what do you got?
Female mammals.
They're water, they're fish.
All right, number 2, Jade just went over. Female mammals produce milk in mammary glands, and that is how their young are fed. Female mammals produce milk in mammary glands. What? Yeah, right. Late last night or?
No, my mom was just stubborn. Number 3, embryos. No. Number 3, embryos.
One.
Number 3 is material.
Number 3.
Are exchanged between
Materials are exchanged between a mother and an embryo through a what? What do you got? What do you got, Cole? Placenta. Very good. Placenta.
It's on the bottom.
Hey, be nice. Keep learning issues.
Yes.
You're swaggy.
Number 4.
I found tape
Anybody?
on mine.
Number. Read it.
Right, I have a spiny anteater and a left inside.
Kind of. What are they born? How are spiny anteater? How do they give birth?
Leg.
Oh.
What? Yeah, they lay. The young of spiny anteaters develop inside an egg.
We haven't had dinosaurs in a while.
I mean, you have.
I was just thinking about it.
All right. Number 5. What do you got, Jade?
Kangaroos are pouched.
Kangaroos are pouched mammals. Very good.
Number 6 is a duck-billed platypus lay eggs. That's what's different.
It's not that hard, it's weird.
All right, let's talk about it. Someone's got to answer this for me. How do spiny anteaters and duck-billed platypuses differ from reptiles?
They got fur.
Right. Spiny anteaters and duck-billed platypuses have fur. They're warm-blooded.
And one has a bill.
They have mammary glands. Okay, they are not like reptiles because reptiles have scales and no hair. They are cold-blooded. So that's what you should put on there. This is how you contrast things. Spiny anteaters and duck-billed platypuses are different from reptiles because yada yada yada.
Number 7, I think I got right.
Finally, number 7. Jade.
They are grouped.
Sure. Statistics are used to classify mammals into each of their groups. That's one of them. So they can be grouped by how they give birth. Mammals can be grouped by how they give birth. Go ahead. Well, they all have 4 chambers. How else do we? Maybe we didn't talk about this. Sorry.
What about what?
Yeah. We'll talk about more later too. But yeah, how they give birth.
They swim underwater. If you put SpaghettiOs on a chat pizza from the supermarket, you can just look Italian.
No, I couldn't keep up.
And leave
That you could.
That's why you.
That's
Awesome. We're talking Italian meal like SpaghettiOs.
All right, keep your notebook out. What's your?
It was not it.
Got it.
And that's supposed to be in complete sentences too. We've been over this, but I'm really not going to fight that battle anymore, I guess.
I don't know if I trust you.
You can keep your notebook out, but your textbook can go away.
Oh, the thing that teaches us stuff.
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
trust
teach
Chuck
us
more
that.
than I trust you, Austin.
Yeah.
But it's Chuck.
Well, almost thing.
I can't trust him.
I could give you my Chrome. I would not give you my Chromebook. I would give you my basic. Don't give the liar your
Oh yeah.
Yeah, liar.
There you go.
I don't even know how they made it. Maybe because I posted it.
What's your computer?
Really?
The only way you're gonna win is to
That's the best
steal.
part of it.
That's how you win.
What?
What? What does it say?
Mammal knows.
If you steal, that's how you
Mammal
win.
There was no.
Nope. Close though.
Cheating is a good way to win, isn't it?
Cheating is a good way to win.
Enter all the other people.
What? Define good.
Say that it's just something impossible you can do, like Marvin.
All right, here we go. Mammals. We are in the kingdom.
Oh, no, not.
Phylum. And we are starting a new class.
Man, really.
Okay, mammalia. And of course, we get more specific as we go down the chain here. It goes kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. If you remember from the textbook, there are 4,600-ish mammal species.
Wow.
You are a mammal species, Homo sapiens. Okay, Homo sapiens. All right, mammal notes. Mammals, it comes from mammalia, Latin word that means breast. And why they chose this? Well, young are fed through the female's mammary glands. Okay, it's a very defining characteristic of mammals. A Latin word meaning breast, mammary glands. What do you want to spell, bud?
The word number 5.
That's Cordado.
Chordata.
I don't know.
CHORDRSAI.
Ben, I didn't even see that close.
Right there.
Ben, did you take like a?
All right.
We should move that a little bit further back.
Like we talked about, mammals are warm-blooded and have a 4-chambered heart. The fancy word for warm-blooded is endothermic. That would be the opposite of ectothermic. Remember, ectothermic means cold-blooded. Mammals are warm-blooded.
So they got warm blood.
Yeah, your body temperature, your internal body temperature is typically 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that?
Is there like a ratio or is everybody?
Is there like a ratio?
Yeah, between like.
People
A
get fevers.
ratio?
Yeah, isn't it like between two numbers?
Ratio, I don't think is the word you're looking for. A range, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so if you are so if you get like 98.9, like you're not that far away. But like, yes, if you have a fever, you might be up near 100, right? That's your body fighting infection. Or if you like sit out in the cold and get hypothermia, if your body temperature goes below like 95, you're in trouble. Yeah, then you literally freeze to death. Not good. Okay. But yes, that's a good question. There's a range, but like typical temperature, average temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. 4-chambered heart. We talked about this before. You have 4 chambers. When you hear your heart beat and it goes ta-doom, ta-doom, right? You hear that? That's the valves in your heart opening and closing, pumping that blood from atria to ventricle, ventricle to your lungs, or receiving it back and then pumping it to your blood. Okay, so it's very efficient and delivers your blood to and from your lungs to your body. Okay, remember we talked about fish only having 2-chambered heart and needing to move their body in order to keep that blood moving. Okay, you don't have to do that. You can stand there and your blood will be pumped via your heart. Your heart is a muscle. Were we aware of this? Yeah, okay. The heart is a muscle. Your muscle can be strengthened just like if you work out at the gym. How would you work out your heart muscle?
Breathe more.
Chest. Chest.
What's that? No, not chest. How would it? Yeah.
Breathe by running.
Running, doing cardiovascular exercise, that's making your heart work, right? And if you train, it's just like anything, if you're lifting, all of a sudden, okay, now I'm stronger, now I can lift more things, right? Or if I run, well, maybe now I can run faster, or I can run longer. My heart is able to more efficiently pump. Anyway,
I heard about
Anyway.
the story with you yelling at your brother.
Whatever, man. Anyway, you have a four-chambered heart. It's a muscle, okay? And it's efficient at pumping blood to the rest of your body. No throwing things in my classroom. Thanks. All right. Mammals are the most intelligent animal group. As we talked about in the textbook assignment, there's a highly developed brain and nervous system.
Why can't they talk?
Right. So now there's some some apes can do sign language, right? And yeah, right. But not every, this is not to say that every mammal is super intelligent, but in relation to other animals, okay, we're able to learn some things, right? Dogs easily trained, not all of them, but they learn things. Mammals are easily, they learn things. Most intelligent, highly developed brain.
Yeah, I think deer are the most dumb.
They're the dumbest.
There are, right, and of course.
No, turkeys are
No.
the dumbest.
No, this doesn't mean that they're like Albert Einstein. It just means that in relation to other animal groups, they are smart.
They're smart, but they act dumb.
So me. No, that's the opposite. Yeah.
Okay, and the textbook went into this, but they can be classified by their reproductive strategies, which would mean eggs or live bearing or the pouch, and the types of feet that they have and types of teeth that they have. We can kind of split them off into groups that way, like carnivorous mammals, such as tigers, lions, big cats, things like that. Wolves. Obviously, their teeth are going to be more adept for them to tear meat, as opposed to what's the word I'm looking for? Herbivores. Okay, herbivores. Mammals that are herbivores, like a deer, right? Their teeth are much different than a tiger's teeth. Yes. Okay.
You're kind of choose like a camel.
Yeah. And then of course feet. You'll find something unique about some mammals is their feet. They have hooves. Yeah. We actually are one of the few with, actually the only, thumbs, opposable thumbs that probably allowed us to evolve to where we are today and have tools and be able to do all of these things and have this dexterity. Okay. So these are how these things. Yeah, right. I don't know. Maybe any of you have done that experiment where it's all right, tape your thumb down and try to complete a whole day without using your thumbs, and it ain't so pretty, right?
Have you done it?
No, I haven't. I don't wish to. So you'd have to grip your pencil like this, write like this, or grab things like this.
There was a guy
What's that?
Monkeys are moving animals. He grabbed his pencil literally like this.
Okay.
Monkeys are the only
This is
animals without
definitely how
thumbs.
you're right.
That's not true. All right, next one. Ooh, let's talk about everybody's favorite thing. Reproduction. Okay, reproduction. So, like we talked about, mammals feed their young from mammary glands. Anyone, I don't know, has anyone ever seen dogs that were young, right? Okay, they feed from the mother's nipples. Okay,
Like a fawn.
cows, a fawn, yeah, if you've seen that stages, they live off their mother's milk. Okay, what's that?
A nursery.
A nursery?
That's what we. never mind.
Okay,
That's what we see in the true stand.
gotcha. But there. All right, now this next one, internal fertilization. Okay, we've talked about fish. Fish spawn where the female just lays her eggs that are unfertilized. What happens to an unfertilized egg? Does it hatch? No, right? It just
blows up.
like it just sits there.
Just sits there.
Right.
Disintegrates.
So they lay the unfertilized egg. The male then comes over and deposits his sperm on the eggs. And basically, a lot of fish just leave it. And that's that. That's external fertilization. Then we talked about frogs. Frogs go through the process called amplexus, where the male is on the back of the female. Remember? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, the female lays the unfertilized egg, but as the eggs are coming out, the male is depositing the sperm in the egg as it is being excreted through the cloaca. Mammals are different. Okay, mammals reproduce by internal fertilization. Internal fertilization. That means the male deposits his sperm inside of the female, and the egg is fertilized. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And some mammals give birth to more than one
Like twins.
young at once. Yeah, humans are capable of it, but typically humans produce one,
Like a big forehead or something.
right? Unless you're a twin or a triplet or whatever.
The record is like
Yeah, 8. I can't even imagine. That's crazy. But then there are other mammals that give birth to more than one at a time.
like
Okay.
rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits. All right, let's go into, here are their 3 major reproductive strategies, which we talked about. Monotremes. Monotremes are true egg layers. They're oviparous, and there are not very many of those. I think we only talked about 3 of them, and we'll talk about them more later. Then we go to marsupials. They're very interesting, right? Because they have a pouch. The young are born early, somewhat underdeveloped, and so to keep them protected, they're then outside of the mom's body, but in the pouch. Okay, they finish the development in there, staying warm in there. The pouch is attached to the nipple, so it's able to feed in the pouch. Pretty crazy. That's marsupials. That'd be your kangaroos, your wallabies, your opossums. Okay. Koalas. Porcupines, no.
We have to feed them with bottle.
Yes, that's true. Yes, no, listen, all mammals need milk from their mother, or milk of some type, in order to develop. Then we go to probably the most common, or the most well-known one, is placental. Most mammals use this strategy. The young develop within the womb or the uterus until born. Okay, the placenta is the tissue through which the mother's nutrients and all that gets passed down to the young. Pretty cray, right? Maybe. I'll let you just kind of get that written down. All right. Let's talk about respiration now. We've moved on from reproduction. All right. So food and oxygen pass from the mammal's mother to its young through a specialized tissue called the placenta. Okay, your mom has a placenta. That tissue brings things from her to you with the umbilical cord, right? Have you heard that you had to cut the cord, or the cord had to be cut from you when you were born? Okay, nutrients are sent to you from your mom. Okay, and that's how you are developing in the womb for 9 months. And it's the gestation period is different for different types of mammals. I think an elephant is like 2 years that it can be pregnant. Okay, so
Remind me not to be an elephant.
And that's why like science has advanced and we've determined like, hey, moms should not smoke, or mom should not drink alcohol, or mom should not do certain things when they are pregnant, because everything that happens to that mom's body is going to be passed into that child. Okay.
Well, some people still do.
Yes, some people still do, even with the science and the technology that we have. But that stuff definitely affects the development. Okay, now respiration. Let's talk about this one. It's very important. Who's ever had the wind knocked out of them? Okay, maybe you got blown up in football or hockey, or maybe you fell on your back. I did it once on the monkey bars in 5th grade, and I'll remember it forever. I like tried to jump, and I tried to jump to like the 6th bar, and then I grabbed it, but I, you know, all my momentum was taking me this way, and then I fell backwards straight on my back. So what actually is happening when the wind gets knocked out of you is your diaphragm. So that is the muscle that controls your ability to expand and contract your lungs. Okay, it's going through a spasm. It's frozen because it just got smacked. Okay, and you sit there and you're just like, you're trying to breathe, right? You can't because your diaphragm is frozen. So take a deep breath, everybody. Okay, what should happen? Your stomach should move outward, right? Breathe out. Your stomach should move inward. Your lungs are contracting. Okay, that's your diaphragm opening up and contracting. All right, and what that does is it separates your lungs, your upper chest, from your abdominal region, which contains your stomach, your spleen, liver, intestines, and all that. Okay, your diaphragm, very important. That allows you to expand and contract. Okay, and that's what happens when you get the wind knocked out of you. Yes. Can you save it?
No,
For 3 minutes.
No. He can't.
Okay, next, skeletal system. This supports your body, obviously. It protects soft organs inside. Take a knock to your head. That's a very important organ up there, your brain, right? Your cranium is doing a great job protecting you. Your neck has 7 vertebrae in it. Everybody is able to move their neck like this, right? Ooh, cool, right? I can look side to side. Makes it very flexible having the more vertebrae in there, but also protecting your spinal cord. Same amount of cervical vertebrae as giraffes. Obviously, a giraffe's neck much more pronounced and
They got
longer.
really long. I saw a giraffe at the zoo.
Nervous system. Our nervous system controls all your other body systems, right? I use this analogy all the time. You touch a hot stove, what happens?
You get burned.
Yes, but
You get
your
hot.
reflex, right? It's going to pull away without you even thinking about it. Now, think about this. A message has to be sent from your finger all the way up to your brain. Your brain's got to say, oh, that hurts. And you got to send a message all the way back to your finger and pull it away. You would think that would take a long time. Does it take a long time?
No.
No, it happens without even thinking about it. It just goes this. Just like that, before you can even think. Okay? Your nervous system, very efficient, effective. You have your brain, your spinal cord, and your peripheral nerves, just like we talked about with the frog. And it controls every single thing from you wiggling your little pinky, the finest of motor skills, all controlled by your brain. Pretty crazy. And then here are examples of mammals. We kind of talked about this a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just let you kind of go. Oh yeah, and so the mammals down here, the placental mammals. Remember, bats are mammals. They are flying animals, but they're mammals. They have hair. They give live births. Swimming mammals. We have whales and dolphins. No, they are not fish. Okay. No, they are not fish. They are mammals. They give live birth. They breathe oxygen. They have to be above water. So that's why when you see whales breach and dolphins, they have to come up. Okay. Then, of course, you have hoofed mammals, horses, deer, cows, sheep, goats, pigs.
I wonder what a cow would look like if it had paws.
It'd be crazy.
Looks like a bear.
Do cows look like bears to you?
Well, it would remind me of
All right. So, mammals, getting into some of the most advanced animals on Earth now. We've traveled a long way, right? We've come from talking about bacteria which are single-celled organisms without even a nucleus. We've traveled all the way to mammals, and you, according to humans, we are the most advanced species ever to roam this planet. So, pretty interesting if you ask me.
Ryder, tell us the story.
Ryder, let's hear
Yeah, let's
the
hear it.
story. By the way, this is being recorded, so do you want this to live on forever and ever?
It can live on.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I've never been up there. So I was on my dirt bike one day, and I was not paying attention.
Oh,